Happy birthday, Dad. Hope you have a great 60th birthday and hope you had a good 60 years.
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy Big 6-0, Dad.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Now I'm gonna get to the point.
So for your birthday, we're going to talk about some memories of you from when we were little.
My favorite memory from when I was small was when we were outside playing. It was you, Mom, Melissa, and Mary, and myself. And we were playing some sort of game where we threw a dodgeball over the garage. This was in Huron, and I don't really know what happened next in the game. All I know is I was really small. You would throw the ball over, and you'd pick me up and run to the other side. I remember it being so much fun and laughing so much and thinking, oh, Dad's so strong and he can run so fast. This is awesome. So that memory in particular sticks out in my mind.
A good memory I have is when we would go to church, and if we were bored and being annoying, you would put us on your lap and you would do the thing where you would twiddle your thumbs. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, those are big thumbs. So I would grab your thumbs and then you would stop twiddling them. And I was like, cool, I made them stop. But then when I would take my thumbs away, you'd just keep twiddling them. And I was like, whoa. So whenever we would go to Grandma and Grandpa's house when I was little, you guys would sit in some armchairs while you're talking to Grandma and Grandpa. And I would always run up to you and I would jump onto your lap. And I thought it was so funny because you would be like, oof! And I knew I could get away with it because we were at Grandma and Grandpa's house. Now this memory is a good one and it gets me in my feelings. So I remember whenever you would put us to bed, we would say our guardian angel prayer. And you would always give us a hug and a kiss. If there were nights where I thought you didn't do it, or I forgot that you did it, I would always run to find you wherever you were in the house, and I would be like, Dad, you didn't give me a hug and a kiss. Or, Dad, did we say our prayers? So, just important to me that you do that. Otherwise, I couldn't get to sleep. So lastly, I just want to let you know that you are probably the best dad that anybody could ask for. You've always been there to listen to our problems. And especially nowadays, because it's only us four at home, I tell you and Mom all my problems. And I realize that there's girls out there who have dads that aren't even in their lives, or they're there but they don't care about them. So I thank God that I have a dad like you.
Maxim says, happy birthday and thanks for being a great, awesome grandpa. And his favorite memory of you was when that one time you came and visited him. That was great. And you walked around with him.
One of my favorite memories of you is you just doing our hair in the morning. I just remember that wooden brush and with the black bristles, and you dip it in a cup of water every morning and put our hair in a ponytail or a couple pigtails with those little rubber bands with the circular balls. And I remember the cold water dripping down my neck, but I don't know, I just think that's a really nice memory for me, at least, because I talked to other kids and that you would take your time before work to do our hair, tie, it was really nice. You tie our shoes for us, and also when you would read us books, I think I have a memory of you changing the words to one book, and me, Angie, and Alice just laughing our heads off. Like, I also have another very specific, vivid memory. I have a memory, I think I must have been about 4 or 5. I remember running into the garage and you were like taking your boots off from work. Yeah, like after work you were taking your boots off, and I remember like being like, oh, how long until Candy Day? Like I was like so excited. I was like freaking out. I was like, oh, when's the candy coming? Is it today? Like, and I remember you being like, 4 days, Joanna. It's not until 4 days. And I was so bummed. And then I remember like every day that week I would like hear you come home. I'd run out into the garage and be like, Dad, how many days now? And you'd be like, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. And I don't know, I just think that memory is really funny. I remember you like kind of like laughing at me like when I would run out and ask you like how many days there were until Candy Day. And it's really the small things that count, and that when your kids grow up they remember. And I don't know, I just think that memory is funny and silly and it's special to me, so yeah.
One big memory of mine is how you used to read to us when we were really little all the time. I remember you reading really great books like Pippi Longstocking. That was really fun. But one of my favorite memories is you reading a book called The Missing Wedding Dress, featuring Barbie. It was a picture book that I picked up from Mrs. Rodis in first grade as a prize for doing something good. And I remember you read it to me and Mary several times. And it's a terrible book, so thank you. I don't know how you had the patience to read that book. It was horrific and we loved it. You're a good dad. I actually just found that book online and someone read it. And I get the impression now that you probably paraphrased a lot of it and added things, because I remember at the end you always said, it was when Barbie was catching the bouquet at the end of the book, and you always said, and then she slipped and fell in the mud, and we thought that was so funny, but that wasn't really in the book, Dad. I know now. I love the songs you used to sing us when we were supposed to get up in the morning, and when we were supposed to brush our teeth, and I think there were some other ones too. Brush your teeth, brush them every day, make them clean and shiny bright. That's the Melissa way. I'll never forget. Everybody's doing it. Get up, Melissa, it's a happy school day today. I mean, it wasn't happy, but I appreciate the sentiment. Picking in their nose and chewing it. I'm looking over my dead dog, Rover. Looks like ice cream, but it's not. Rudolph the red-gunned cowboy. It's a hot snot sundae with a booger on top. Remember when you and Mom would sit down with all of us to play Monopoly, even though we'd never make it through, but it was still so fun. It's great that you introduced all of us to old musicals. I love them. I love them to this day, and I still watch them. Singing in the Rain, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, all those great shows. And I'm glad we watched them together. He used to break out into Bless Your Beautiful Hide. Whenever we talk about Betty with affection, I actually kind of liked it when you went, cats are up there and dogs are down there. Just so we're clear. 2 words. Candy Day. Thank you. Especially Candy Day where you got the Reese's. Thank you twice for that. Those were always the best. Reese's top tier, Starburst maybe like top, like middle high. That you're a dad who could do a mean, slick ponytail. Like just a great ponytail. Not a lot of dads do that. It's pretty cool. I've got great dinner table memories. I love that we always ate all together as a family, and I love that we cook together sometimes too. Gotta make potato soup next time we're at home. I have a very particular memory of you and Mom dancing at the tail end of Trisha's wedding. It's just a really good memory. It's very sweet, and you guys were having fun, and it was nice. So those are just a few of a million awesome memories I have with you. I hope you have a great birthday, and I love you very, very much.
First I'll just say one of my favorite memories. But I thought of this one the other day, so I'm gonna say this one. Okay, so it's this memory. I just remember when I was like, I don't know, 4 or something, before I started school. At lunchtime, you would come home, and that was my favorite part of the day, when you got to come home. And I knew when you would, because Sesame Street would play during that time. You come home, and then you would make me a sandwich with cheese and bologna and just bread, and you would cut it into triangle pieces, and I just appreciate that so much. I'd be so disappointed when you had to leave. I knew you had to leave because Mr. Rogers was playing next. Thank you for wiping my butt. No one would do that for me but you, so I just want to thank you for that. And just thank you for thank you for being a great example of okay, I have to cover my eyes now. Thank you for showing me my faith, showing me how to be a good person, for always having patience with me throughout my whole life, for listening to my problems and making me feel better about them. And just thank you for showing me dad humor and for doing dad things that only dads do. No one else is my dad. So I just want to thank you for all the gifts you have given me in my life. And if I ever meet a man half as good as you, then I'll be the luckiest person in the world, because so far out here that's not possible. But no, for real, happy birthday, Dad, and I love you so much. And yeah, I love you. Happy birthday, Dad.
My favorite memory is when we were in Huron, and we took those pictures where your arms were in this big plaid shirt, and then we put our heads through the hole of the shirt, and it just made it look like we had giant arms. And I thought that was so funny. Also, when you sing us a song to wake us up in the morning, even though it was very annoying, I guess it was kind of endearing.
Yeah, one of my fond memories was being in your old green pickup truck, and it was Melissa picking us up from school or daycare, and you would just say, "Get out of my truck." And then we would get out and go into the house in Huron, so that was fun times. And then, of course, it was better if it was candy day on a Friday. That was always good. And then other fond memories are just going to church and dressing us up, and you always made sure we weren't watching Ren and Stimpy, so you always looked out for our souls and our Catholic faith, so really appreciate that. And yeah, just appreciate you always praying with us at night and tucking us in at night and all those great dad things. So happy birthday.
And thank you for being such a good dad my entire life. Because you've always been really creative, and you've helped me get the talent of being creative too, because I've always liked to draw and create robots and computers, just like you have. And you've also helped me do a lot of things ever since my entire life too, because you've helped me build the robots and computers that I have in my room. And you also helped me get first place in the Pinewood Derby contest one year by helping me build a really fast car. So, yeah, thank you for being such a good dad, and happy birthday.